Stephen Robert Irwin, known as the Crocodile Hunter, was born on his mother's birthday, February 22, 1962, in a suburb of Melbourne, Australia. He spent his childhood in Queensland, where his parents, Bob and Lynn Irwin, quit their day jobs to pursue their passion, opening and running a wildlife park.
Dad was a plumber and Mum was a maternity nurse who actually wanted to follow her passion, which was joey kangaroos and koalas and wombats and platypus. It was so tough that Dad had to go fishing on the sideline. He had to grow strawberries and capsicums to actually support his passion, which was this wildlife facility.
It was there that the young Irwin began handling crocodiles, wrestling his first one when he was just 9 years old. Irwin developed a love for the fearsome reptiles that would last throughout his life. Irwin spent much of his early years building and stocking the reptile park, in addition to working on a government-sponsored crocodile relocation program. In 1991, he took control over the park his parents had founded and eventually named it Australia Zoo. That same year, Irwin met his American-born wife, naturalist Terry Raines, when she was vacationing in Australia.
It was love at first sight. I know this sounds like it's coming out of some Mills and Boon love novel, but it's true. Love at first sight.
It was a match made in heaven, and the couple would go on to have 2 children, daughter Bindi Sue and son Robert Clarence. Film from the Irwins' honeymoon in the wild, Trapping Crocodiles, was used in creating their first documentary.
Now wait a minute, I'm watching for bubbles too, right?
Yeah, any swirls you see in the woods, you know, bubbles are in it.
Okay.
Oh, what we've got here is a double slide.
That documentary would become the first episode of The Crocodile Hunter, a wildly popular series that revolutionized the nature show genre.
What he's doing is he's saying, I'm venomous, I'm wild, and I'll bite you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you see that? You wouldn't want to take a bite around here. Their venom is highly necrotic. It means you rot and things drop off. Woo-hoo, I'd hate to get bitten there. Steady, mate. Steady, steady, you're all right. And this snake's...
The show featured an enthusiastic Irwin tangling with crocodiles, snakes, and other wild creatures, often with his wife by his side. The show brought the ebullient Irwin, always dressed in khaki shorts and shirts complemented by hiking boots, immense popularity, making him the modern face of wildlife preservation.
That's why I was put on this planet, for the benefit of wildlife and wilderness areas. That's what I'm into. That's what makes me pump, mate. That's what myself and Terry and our families have been all about.
Irwin expanded his on-screen presence to documentary specials, such as 1998's 10 Deadliest Snakes in the World and 2007's New Breed Vets.
Have a look at this little blighter. Crikey's as fat as mud. These water holes are just crawling with wildlife. There's yabbies and fish biting at me, which is perfect for these little freshies.
In 2000, tragedy hit the Irwin household when Lynn Irwin was killed in a car accident.
I lost my mum in a car crash. I went right down. I have never felt pain like that in my entire life. Born on her birthday, and all she ever did was just love me and prop me up. I've been down as far as anyone can go down, mate.
Her grieving son founded a conservation fund in honor of his beloved mother.
I'm here with the world-famous Dr. Dolittle, who actually speaks with animals. Now, what we're going to do is sneak up on...
The following year brought happier times, with Irwin appearing in the film Dr. Dolittle, followed by a starring role in The Crocodile Hunter Collision Course in 2002. In 2005, Irwin was the voice behind an elephant seal named Trev in the animated film Happy Feet.
Right. You might come face to face with an annihilator.
An alien annihilator?
Too right. Catch you up as soon as look at you.
Despite the Crocodile Hunter's success, both the show and Irwin received their fair share of controversy. In 2004, Irwin was widely criticized for feeding a crocodile while holding his infant son in one arm.
He's quick. Steve, are you mad? I got into more strife than Michael Jackson over that one.
While filming a documentary in Antarctica later that year, Irwin again drew the wrath of critics for getting too close to humpback whales, seals, and penguins, Irwin welcomed the criticism as a sign that the world was beginning to agree with him that it should be concerned with the fate of animals such as crocodiles. And while it may be true that his interactions with animals made other conservationists uncomfortable, Irwin's connection with reptiles, crocodiles, and other dangerous animals made the creatures more acceptable to his fan base and to the general public.
So they'll actually stick their tail in amongst the leaf litter or on a tree and they'll wiggle it like this. Right, so that's a lure. So he's wiggling.
Irwin believed that if people could see the creatures as he saw them, as worth protecting and loving, that more people would join the conservation movement.
If there was a croc there, I'd treat that croc like I'd treat my daughter, like I'd treat my wife, like I'd treat anyone. I treat things how I, in turn, would want to be treated.
Sadly, his confidence in his connection with all wild animals would be his downfall. On September 4th, 2006, Irwin was again filming a longer documentary in the Great Barrier Reef when he got too close to a giant stingray. It is believed that the animal was frightened by Irwin and lashed out by plunging its barbed tail into Irwin's heart. Steve Irwin passed away before he even reached shore. He was 44 years old.
I'm on top of the world. I get to do the wildest things in the world. Aren't I lucky?
Steve Irwin, who wrestled some of the planet's most dangerous creatures, was slain by one of the ocean's gentlest inhabitants. In the weeks following Irwin's death, dozens of stingrays were slaughtered by the crocodile hunters' misguided fans. Everyone's favorite conservationist was laid to rest at the Australia Zoo. A public memorial service was televised days later, drawing over 300 million viewers around the world. In 2017, it was announced that Irwin would be a 2018 recipient of a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for his contribution to the entertainment industry through wildlife documentaries. Steve Irwin's legacy has grown over the years. Many animal enthusiasts took up the mantle of bringing wildlife straight to the people. His family continues to run the zoo Irwin so loved. Steve Irwin was a man who truly lived life. His deep love and passion for animals, for the environment, and for his family shone through in everything he did. While his sudden loss shocked the world, his work will live on.
If there's one thing that I, Steve Irwin, would want to be remembered for, it's be remembered for passion and enthusiasm. If I get bitten, I've made the mistake. I knew what I was up against when I went in on that animal. Conservation is my job, my life, my whole persona.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and to like this video. To receive notifications of new videos, click the bell by the subscription button.